Okay, it's time for the statistical which character personality quiz thing. So yeah, and we're going to do the recommended plus emoji quiz because
yeah, let's do it. Begin assessment. Oh, where's it gone? Okay.
Use a slider to indicate where you fall on the spectrum, orderly and chaotic.
I would say I'm pretty both, to be honest.
I can be orderly. I'm going to put a little bit more orderly, I think. I'm sometimes more orderly, but sometimes I can be a bit, chaotic as well. Use this slider.
I'm like 97% brain or something. Let's go with the brain.
Diligent or lazy? I'm very diligent. Okay. Cry or happy? Yeah, let's go.
Look at him. Look at that face.
I want that one. Okay. Party or wobbly?
Yeah, I'm good for the party. Let's go with it.
Hearty or upside downy? I'm gonna go about there. I think it's funny being like
sometimes, isn't it?
Rude or respectful? I'm very respectful person. Aren't I? I'm very respectful. Okay. Dunce or genius? Oh, genius.
Come on now, 100%.
Genius. Okay. Everybody's a bit stupid sometimes, So, what's that? A goat?
Is that a goat? And a giraffe?
Indicate where you fall on the goat-giraffe spectrum. I think I'm more of a giraffe than a goat. Innocent. Oh, of course, 100% innocent, of course. I'm gonna go with worldly. I think that seems about whatever. Charming or awkward?
I'm a little bit charming.
I don't really think I'm that awkward. Everyone's a bit awkward, aren't they? That's just part of your getting on, isn't it? Dominant or submissive?
I don't know. I'm going to go with that.
Sunglasses or monocle? I think I'm 50-50 sunglasses, monocle. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing. Elephant or mouse? Oh, that's cute.
I'm going to go 50-50 again. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Zippy mouth or... I definitely am not a keep my mouth shut kind of person, so let's put it about there. That would do. Intellectual or physical? Like that, probably. What's that? A graph going up or a graph going down? That's funny. That's a funny one. I'm a graph going up kind of person, I think. Devil face or innocent? I'm going to put a little bit more innocent in there, I think. Just a little bit. Lewd or tasteful? I think it really depends on the situation. I'm going to go slightly more tasteful. Hi. No. I'm a high person. Hi. Like that. Cunning and honourable. I mean, I can be cunning, but I'm going to go with more honourable. I think that's reasonable. Climbing a rock or going to bed?
Oh, let's not lie down. We're going to lie down, I think, to be honest.
Looking at a rock climbing wall is a bit like makes you dizzy. I'm going to lie down, so... Shy or bold? Well, it really depends on the situation, I'm going to go with slightly more shy. But it does depend on what's going on. So, yeah, okay. Fencing or golfing?
Slightly more golf. I don't really know.
I suppose the point is fencing is that you're versing off against someone, but golfing, you're kind of on your own. Broken-hearted or wrap up the heart? Wrap it up, boys. Wrap it up. Look at that. 97%. Oh, cute. Okay, curious. Or apathetic. What's apathetic mean? You don't care, really? I'm like that. I'm like, let's go. Okay. Forgiving or vengeful? I think I can be too forgiving. I wouldn't go and say that I'm vengeful in the inverse, but I think I can be too forgiving. That seems okay. Unlucky or fortunate? What?
I don't know how you can really rate that.
I wouldn't consider my negative aspects about me unluck. You know what I mean? I don't think of them as unluck. It's circumstantial. It's not like bad luck has been placed on me and I've ended up with a bad situation. So in the situations that I feel fortunate in, I'm going to go with feeling fortunate because, yeah. Arrogant or humble? I don't think I'm arrogant at all, really. Let's do that. Scientist or...
What's that? It's David Bowie, isn't it? That's what that is, right? It's a scientist or a musician, basically.
I'll go with a little bit of scientist, but I don't want to have to cut out that. Right. Robot.
Oh my gosh, 100%. Come on, everyone. Come on, he's ghosty. Come on, 100% ghost. Horse or unicorn? Come on now, everybody. You know what it is. You know where we are. On that. Poodle or monkey? I'm going to go with a monkey. I'm not a poodle. I'm more of a cheeky monkey.
I like cheeky monkeys like Ambipom and stuff like that. Dancing or...
What's that?
Wearing a headscarf? What's the difference between that one, dancing, and wearing a headscarf? I like this. I guess.
Yeah, it looks kind of cute with the headscarf, I guess.
Aliens or clowns? I think I'm a bit of a clown. That would do. Money or cowboy? We like a nice cowboy, don't we, everyone? We like a good cowboy? What would you prefer, money or men? We're gonna go with that or something. I'm just breezing through it like I'm not trying to think too hard. I don't want to think too hard. Rugged or refined? I'm refined.
I'm refined.
Bats or...
What's that? A squirrel? A squirrel? That's not an emoji, that's a clip art. Come on. 50-50? I'm a bit more squirrely.
Cow or pig?
That's so cute. Look how cute that pig is. That pig is so cute. That pig is cute. I want a bit more pig because he's cute. Look at him. Look at that cute pig. We're going with pig.
Impulsive or cautious? I really think it depends on the situation. I'm going to go with more... I am more cautious. I will go with more cautious. But sometimes, you know what it's like. Wise or foolish? Come on, everybody. Come on now. Now look, if anyone saying they're wise is not wise, okay? You got to admit that you're foolish sometimes. That's the most wisest thing to say, so let's go with that. What's that, a boot or some trainers? I think, like, that. Let's have them trainers. Creative or conventional? What's that mean? You stick to conventions as opposed to... I mean, I'm probably quite creative, yeah. Let's carry on. Wizard or spaceman? Like, wizard? Everybody knows wizards. Okay. Artistic or scientific? I'm a bit more artistic than I am scientific, but I still can be scientific as well, so yeah.
Honestly, I probably use those equally, to be honest. So 50-50, I'm going to go with it. I think I use this one a little more. Let's put a little bit more of that in. Okay, 50-50.
Playful or serious? Oh my goodness. Playful. Look, the thing is, right, everything should be playing. You know, it don't have to be serious all the time. Everything should be playing. I wouldn't say I get into trouble, but I think sometimes I get frowned upon for treating everything as being playful, but the seriousness actually just comes from the construct that has been placed upon us from, like, birth. So it doesn't have to be. It is important to be serious sometimes, but funnily enough, I think some of the most playful people can be some of the most serious people because they understand the whole range of spectrum, you know? Chatty or reserved? Uh-oh. Well, I am quite chatty, but it depends on who I'm talking to. Sometimes I can be reserved. I think I do chat a lot, but sometimes when it comes to talking about myself, I put it off, or I don't have anything to say, or I don't talk about myself, so I tend to be reserved in that case, so yeah. Emotional or logical? I mean, it really depends on the situation. People tend to think that approaching a situation logically is the ultimate or somewhat superior method to deal with a problem. If you think about it, really, the logic is mostly a construct of our society and our language, and the way that we really interact with things is on an emotional level. Probably the more human and meaningful way of engaging with something. So yeah, well, that was an answer. Next! Bicycle or weightlifting? Oh my gosh. I suppose I'll go with bicycle for a bit, I guess.
I don't mind. Yeah, you can buff me up if you want, but I can't really be bothered.
So let's go with that. What's that? A top hat?
A top hat or a cap? I love it.
Yeah, I mean, one's gentlemanly and one's a bit more rad, isn't it? Let's go with that. That seems reasonable. Competitive or cooperative? I like to be cooperative. Cooperative. Lustful or chaste?
I don't know. I'm a bit lustful. I'm 69% lustful. That's fine. That's perfect. We're going to go with that.
Normal or weird? I'm a bit weird. I'm not like weird. I'm a bit strict or lenient. I think I can be a bit too lenient sometimes. Let's go with that. Okay. Shush. Okay.
Like that? I think? I don't know how you're going to answer that question.
Moody or stable? I'm like stable. I don't think I'm moody. Okay, stable. Ferocious or pacifist? I think, well, yeah, I'm a pacifist, yeah. But if something hurts somebody that I care about, then I can be extraordinarily ferocious. So it's quite interesting. I am a pacifist, and I'll always be on that side of things, naturally. But if you make me explode, I will crush you. Okay? So let's not
forget that.
Tense or relaxed? I think I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed, aren't I? Spiritual or skeptical? Now this is an interesting question. And it's an interesting question because I don't know that these can be placed on a slider next to each other, because I think that if you think of these as a slider from left to right, I actually think of them as the opposite. I think that they're heading in two opposite directions. One's driving in that way and one's driving the other way. See, the thing is, right, it's important to be skeptical about things. Like, literally anything you are told, especially on the internet. You cannot just take that at face value. It's important to be skeptical about things. But on the other hand, spiritual gets a really bad rep. I do think that spiritual comes in a form of tuning in with what you can't tune into logically. And I think that logical is what applies itself to skeptical, right? So I would therefore say that emotional is what applies itself to spiritual. So I think it's a similar question to what we're thinking. But I do want to put in some spiritual here to point out that I would like to be in tune with something beyond the kind of stupid construct that humanity has put itself into a bubble of. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that there's things beyond our understanding that we can never know. I'm not necessarily saying that there's some kind of magical cloud man who dictates things down to me or anything like that. But I am saying that when you go outside, you shouldn't be inherently skeptical of a flower because it actually has an inherent spiritual nature to it as being part of nature itself. So that's an answer. Brave or careful? Now, this is a very interesting question as well. And I don't know how I even feel about it, because being careful is important. When you approach a situation, being cautious is an important thing. And I do feel that sometimes people can be highly stigmatized for being careful, especially in a business situation. You tend to get the business people saying, oh, you're too careful, you're never going to make anything out of it, right? A lot of our human survival has actually come from being careful. And a lot of our human sensitivities even in a physical bodily way is from being careful and being cautious and not, stepping on a snake and that kind of thing. So careful is an important aspect of our survival, and it's not something that we can really ever remove from our lives, even if people try very hard to and get stressed over it. On the other hand, bravery. So if you think of bravery, you think of a knight in shining armor. And a knight in shining armor is not brave in any way, because they have all the capacity to do the event that they're taking part in. They have their shining armor, they have their horse, they have their lance, they've got all those things. They're not being brave. Bravery is being frightened and scared and doing something anyway. So, funnily enough, I do think that bravery is actually inherently careful. So it's a very strange and difficult... maybe that just invalidates this. So I know that I am a very brave person because I experience a lot of suffering and difficulty. I think I will skip the question because I think the question is putting bravery in that knight in shining armor level. And I think that is wrong. Because you can't really be brave without being careful, and so I disagree with this question, so let's skip the question, shall we? Loyal or traitor? I'm not. I mean, come on.
I'm very loyal. Come on now. 96%. I wouldn't traitor anybody, would I? I'm tempted to put 100%, to be honest. Let's just put 9. Let's put 98.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Let's go with that.
I think that's a reasonable level. Good, do it. Trusting or suspicious? I'm not really that suspicious. But like I was talking about earlier about skeptical, I think you need to apply skeptical to some things. But yeah, suspicious maybe is part of that. But I'm trusting. Go. Stoic or expressive? Expressive. That's fair enough, right? Sometimes I can be a bit reserved though, so, that seems reasonable. What's that? A doctor and a mechanic? I suppose I'd be better at I would like to heal people more than I would like to heal a car. Should we go with that? I don't really know.
Oh my gosh. 100% start? Are we going with that? What do you think?
Let's go 99. No, I can't have any. No, I'm not doing it. I know you look happy.
but
100% star. That's me. Let's go. Masculine or feminine? That's an interesting question. I do think that I have inherent masculinity because I am a boy. But at the same time, I kind of like my gay aesthetic to be a bit more feminine, and I like the guys to be more masculine. So this is a question that can't just be answered on a slider, is it really? This slider goes in 6 different directions. You can't go left or right on this question, right? But if we're just talking about aesthetic, because we're going with there's emojis on this quiz, they're just emoji aesthetics. If we're just going with aesthetic, I do like that femme aesthetic for my So let's go with that, shall we? Modest or flamboyant? I think I'm modest. 100%. Who puts up 100% modest? you can't get out of it if you put 100%, can you? Modest or flamboyant? Let's go with that. Okay. Boom. Final question. Cheery. I'm just going to put 100% cheery. I think cheery. Cheery's actually. I would say it's one of my favorite words. Like, that's one of my favorite aspects. So yeah, I think I'm a very cheery person. I'm just going to go straight up 100%. Okay, we're ready. We reached the end. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Loading. I'm that guy.
I've not seen Avatar.
How do you pronounce his name? Lovable, not punchable. Knowledgeable, not ignorant. Soulful, not soulless.
That's interesting. What happens if we click on this?
The most lovable, not punchable person is him. Well, so I'm lovable, not punchable then. Treasure, not trash. Enlightened. Star, not poo. Look at that, right there. Alright, here we are on Uncle Iroh. Is that how you say it? Iroh? I don't know. Let's go down to his personality. Don't read the plot. Don't read that. Okay, personality. Easygoing, friendly, and dryly good-humoured. Despite his age, he is seen flirting with various women throughout the series, and has been addressed as handsome on multiple occasions. Nevertheless, he is a seasoned and wily strategist. In general, his inherent nature and the course of his life have brought him to a philosophy that embraces peacefulness, harmony, and mutual understanding rather than conflict. However, when he is personally threatened or observes injustice and violence against the innocent, he is capable of becoming a fierce and intimidating adversary. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, Harry Potter. My most matched person in Harry Potter is Luna Lovegood. Yeah, she's like one of the best characters. Oh, Toy Story. Bo Peep.
Yeah, that's me right there. Look at that. That's me right there. I'm ready for Woody.
That's it. That's the whole quiz. Alright, well, I hope everybody liked that. Go and do it yourself.